Hello everyone, today we're going around the Proving Ground circuit in BMG Drive. We're going to start off in a bus. Now, saying that buses have done well on this course would be a false statement. Buses have not done well on this course, for a multitude of reasons actually. One being steering related issues, or engine related issues, many different issues that could be going on with these vehicles. I have a decent feeling that this thing's going to do at least semi-decent. Better in some vehicles possibly on this course, but I don't know. We'll see once we get there. Okay, so okay. Now the rules on this course, these vehicles, there's pretty much two main rules on this course. One being the vehicle has to go above 20 miles per hour in a reasonable amount of time. And it would be that if I get stuck in a corner and the vehicle cannot turn to get out of the corner and I have to reverse, and that means that vehicle is out. At least unless if it gets stuck in a particular way, which I'll get there once I get to that once I get that more specific caveat story. Now, for obvious reasons, I decided to just keep the spinners off and turn them off, and yeah. For this thing, won't make the spinners to start off, since this is starting us off with. Certainly a bigger vehicle, obviously, would not make for the spinners. Just like the trucks, just like the buses, it's just way too big of a vehicle, way too bulky. Now, this vehicle so far cosmetically is not great. To be fair, there are worse vehicles here cosmetically like this. But, mechanically, it is certainly not doing that great, especially steering-wise. It's turning a little bit to the right, I believe, which is not optimal. Certainly not optimal. We're up to the 1 mile mark. I don't know what is happening to the down there, but that's besides the point. Go on the course. I expect this thing to have a couple of issues. Some probably being steering related, possibly engine related issues with one of the buses before. I don't remember which one. The engine popped out from hitting on the engine bay, which is not what you really want in a vehicle, but the engine fell out of that. So this thing, I think will have possibly a similar fate. Possibly, I say. The hood, or the engine cover, is starting to just lift up from the back. That's probably not that great. So that will give us a good inspection of the engine. This thing. This thing's horrible to drive in the interior of it right now. Here we go. Here's a better view. Ooh. Ow. Okay, never mind. Oh, we lost the hood, and this thing immensely steers to the right. It's not helping matters. Steering to the right is not helping matters at all. I feel like it's collapsing on the front suspension, I think, up there, which is not optimal in this vehicle, of course. We want your suspension to all be working, not only wheels to be working on faulty mount. Continuing on, going past the shallow water area here, definitely doing okay for the most part. The front is starting to collapse on the driver area, which is definitely not optimal. Looks very smushed up there in a way. It's definitely not optimal. Continuing past the non-working spinners. Ooh, that's not great. Continuing past the non-working spinners, the vehicle still is looking fine enough from the back. From the front, though, looks like a snail that died. Not going on. It immensely steers, which is still not helping matters. It's still not very. Come on, clear 20. Okay, it still clears 20 well enough. It's not great. Ooh, might have trouble going up here. Oh. Got stuck here. I can no grab to get it off of this like specific area. So I will do that. Oh, it must. Oh, it dragged the drive shaft. I don't think this thing's all-wheel drive, so. This thing, I think, is certainly dead at 2.5 miles. Got better than some vehicles. Certainly, but definitely not the best vehicle on here, apparently. Who would have thought? And next up, we have an ETK 800 Ute. From the land down under in a beautiful blue, light blue I should say. As we go off right now, I feel like it is going to do perfectly fine. I feel like it's not going to have many issues, I would imagine. I believe it's an all-wheel drive variant of the ETK 800, so I mean it should do fine on that front if we do lose a drive shaft. Steering should be fine for the most part, I would presume. Engine, I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll see once we get there, of course. It's not the best vehicle I'd imagine on this course to have, but it's something cool. Probably gonna do fairly decent, I would think. Okay, here. Going over these jumps. Ooh, oil pan damage. Oh, and a flip. Not the best thing that you want in this vehicle, but you know what? It's gonna work. It is turning to the right or to the left a little bit. Not optimal. I'm gonna turn off the traction control just in case. If it does anything stupid, and it does go for the spinners just fine, even though it is turning a little to the left. So we do have a little bit of oil pan damage that might eventually degrade the vehicle to the point where it dies via having limited oil. Now, we've seen that from a couple of vehicles actually before. It heavily turns to the left. It's not like in life. Oh, we lost a rear left half shaft. I can see why. The wheel is turned horribly. It's something horrible. Now, we do still have drive. I don't know how much though. It's going roughly about 20-ish, so it's still within the collar rule of 20 miles per hour, but certainly not healthy. The engine is heating up a lot, which is not good, because that would kill the engine that way. So, yeah. Oh, I don't think it's going to drive with only one working wheel. I don't know, it must have been front-wheel drive anyway. Possibly, I don't know. Yeah, if one working wheel, I don't think it's going to work that way. Wow. I'm surprised. It did worse than the Covet drag pickup thing. Wow. This vehicle is pretty bad, not going to lie. 1.2 miles. I guess it could be worse, but it could definitely do way better. And for the final vehicle today, we have a Robustoon smart car. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how well it performs. I have my doubts it's going to work very well. It's certainly a small vehicle, so it will struggle over bumps like this, as we can literally see right now. Engine already damaged, which is not great. I imagine this thing's going to have steering difficulties, possibly engine-related difficulties, but I think more steering and performance-wise more than anything. I don't think this thing's going to live very long. Steering's already messed up pretty bad. It's not the worst that a vehicle has seen around this course. Oh, but stuff like that will definitely kill it. Okay, I need to node grab it in enough time so the oil doesn't run out of the vehicle. Okay, it still goes above the rocks, which, maybe, I don't know. Engine is starting, and engine is off, and everything else. Okay, come on, pick up speed. Still within the crawler limit of 20. Oh. It does not like this. Now, I'm going to go basically two-wheel in this part of the course because it definitely does not like this course. I believe this thing's rear-wheel drive since Sam just showed me. It does not want to... I was going to pull out the bumper, but it's doing some weird stuff. I think it's auto moving forward. Seems legit. Oh, why didn't you turn? Why did you turn all the way left? I didn't even do that. Oh, you idiot of a smart car. Okay, I'm going to move the bumper if I can even find a node for it. Which I can barely do. It's so jank. Okay, boom. Let's see if that helps any. It should. You would think, right? It is still steering to the right, which is not helping this thing's case. Oh, why are you doing that? Car. It keeps locking itself to the left. Whenever I full lock it to the left, and I'm on mouse and keyboard, so I have to kind of do that. That's not good. I think that might have fixed the steering difficulties actually a little bit. Now it's actually turning a little bit to the left, which, as I've said before in the series, I'd personally rather have it turning to the left instead of the right because most of the course is left. But that's just me. Oh gosh, I don't think this thing is really long for this world, I will admit. If it cannot get above 20 after this, then I think it's going to have to be disqualified, but it did. Not bad, I guess. Oh, come on. If it does not get above 20 in about 10 seconds, then I think I might have to disqualify it. What is stuck? There's nothing... I mean, there's a couple things. Contact me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why is this thing so unhappy? It didn't want to go above 20. The crawler rule was initiated, and essentially this thing died. This thing just didn't like this course. Not even a mile later, it died. Wow. What an abysmal performance by the smart car. I might even have to do another vehicle after this. Look at that. And for the final vehicle today, we have another European E-Series, H-Series, whatever the heck it is, van. We have another van. You know what? Why not? And it's basically a chassis cab, which, yeah. I don't expect this thing to do well. For the fact that the wheels are exposed. I think they're probably going to not do that great, but you never know. This course has shown us surprises like the Ford Crown Vic, and that going like 14.5 miles, which is an achievement in itself. Not bad from that, but I don't know about this one. Now it is a utility vehicle of some sort, so you'd expect this thing to do at least fairly decent. Okay, here we go, across the checkerboard. Coming around the corners. I expect this thing to have steering difficulties, possibly radiator-related difficulties and engine overheating later down the line. That's what I would think would happen. Going the line. Ooh, that's it does not like this. The course. Now it can go through the spinners if I can even get it into the spinner area. For some reason, since I overdrove it a little bit. Oh, there goes the mirror. Yep, it can go through it. As you see there, minus the mirror, of course, because I drove a little bit too much in there, which is totally fine for me. We don't need mirrors where we're going. We don't need that. We can just look behind us like that. There we go. And be obstructed by the wind visor. So, yeah. Going above the big jump here. Let's see how we do on the landing. Oh gosh, suspension is a tiny bit bouncy, but we're still doing fine. A mile in. Not bad. Not bad at all. Certainly better than the last vehicle, the Smart 402, which, yeah, kind of absolutely just sucked at life. This, oh gosh. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these hits do break a drive shaft. Now, I think this thing is front-wheel drive, but still, it could break. No, I think this thing is rear-wheel drive, actually. Oh yeah, because I do see the actual driving mechanics back there. So I think it is at least rear-wheel drive. Only rear-wheel drive. So I expect it may be a drive shaft failure, which is not great. Oh, there goes our bumper. That's actually a good thing. You don't want it stuck inside of your wheels. Oh, the final jump right now. Ooh, nearly got sideways there, but we're still doing fine. Continuing on. Going over these big old bumps. Ooh, that's not a good hit. Oh, man, nearly flipping onto the side there. That's not what we want for this course. Ooh, come on. Okay, going over the checkerboard, just fine. Nothing too much to exclaim there. Definitely working fine still for the most part. Drifting it. Oh, drifting it. Oh, why couldn't you turn left there? I don't know why. Oh well, here we go. Back to the spinners in my mirror, and I hit the stinging spinner a little bit. Still works, A little more cosmetic damage will not hurt anything unless if it's over a jump and it catches something. Oh, come on. I see a lot of camber in the front wheels. Not excellent, especially the white. It's the right one, which is not great. Okay, second big boy jump. Oh, well, there goes our door like we needed that. Great, now our UPS driver. Ooh, come on, turn. Still doing fine for the most part. No heating difficulties, no wheel difficulties right now at least. Steering, there's not. The steering's fine. Watch me eat my words here. Nope, steering's still fine. Definitely a decent contender around here. Already passed multiple vehicles, which is good. Ow. Okay, getting up to the third lap right now. Oh, what was that? That was like a piece of fender or something. Still perfectly fine. I think we are pulling a little bit to the right, but you know what? That's fine in my book. There are many worse vehicles around here on the third lap. I can attest to that. And on this, going into the water. Going into the checkerboard eventually later might be an issue, since this thing is definitely not the highest vehicle that you can get on this course, which is, I mean, all probably like a curse. Ooh, that's really low in the front. You don't want that. I bet next time it will catch on something. You know what? I'm gonna do it GTA 2 style because why not? There we go. I'm there at about 15-ish. No, why not? No. Okay, going up here. Still plenty of speed, way above the Carlo limit. Oh, fuel tank is ruptured. Never mind, we're not going to be above that for long. Fuel tank is ruptured. It's not the, it's not the best thing that you can get. It's definitely not the best. It basically sets a timer for how much your vehicle has to live. So we have to move as fast as we can. Move it, chassis cab. Okay, here we go. You know what? That's fine. Going into the mud a little bit. If we can get above the 4th lap, that would be great. Onto the 4th lap, that would be excellent, actually. Oh, coolant is overheating. Now we're going to have heating issues, but you know what? The fuel, I bet, is going to get to us first. Which is kind of surprising in my book, but you know what? It works all out in the end. Piston rings damage, head gasket damage. It's not going to matter. The engine is disabled anyway because there's no fuel. Above 5 miles though. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not a bad performance at all by this H series. Definitely not bad if it gets above here, and there we go. Certainly not a bad performance. Oh, I got caught up. Okay, not the worst performance ever by a vehicle. Definitely actually fairly decent, but nowhere near the vehicle from last episode. Very good performance though by the H series. Good job. And to wrap up the video, thanks for watching, and goodbye.